Arsenal Stadium, not the Emirates Stadium.
Beat 'em up just like it's WWW. Promise you right what I trouble you. Look, you cannot see what's in front of you. You cannot see what's in front of you. Yeah, promise that you get to run into if you knew what's about to come to you. It's about to get real dangerous. It's about to get real dangerous. It's about to get real dangerous. It's about to get real dangerous.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to the Arsenal Stadium ahead of a massive game. It is Bayern Munich that are here in town, and to the left of me is, of course, Jeremy. How are you, my friend? You good?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
How are you feeling from Sunday, bro?
Just about recovered from Sunday, man. That was
Mate, what a game
unreal,
that was.
unreal,
Absolutely
man.
unreal. But listen, we need to get into the team that are going to face Bayern today. Only two changes from that team. Mascara and Lewis Skelly come in, and the team is looking really good. Let me have a quick look at my notes here. It is Raya, Timber, Saliba, Mascara, Lewis Skelly, Rice, Zubimendi, Eza, Saka, Trossard and Moreno up front. What are we thinking about this team?
strong lineup. Yeah, happy to see a couple of changes again. I think Mikel has been really smart this year about rotating, try to get everybody involved. So yeah, no, I quite like it. You know, obviously seeing Lewis Kelly back in the starting 11, I think it's a good thing because he's been not really playing lately. I think he needs a bit of a boost, get back into a big game like tonight as well will give him a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people around there, and they're like, they feel like maybe this is a game to rest. People kind of look into the game to Chelsea, but I was like, Mikel doesn't look at it that way. If it's a big game to be won, he's gonna go for it.
Do you know what? I think when you start seeing injured players coming back in the team as well, I don't think Mikel's thinking, I need to rest. I've got some strong guys coming back. Let's just go every game and try to win it. And, you know, as much as obviously tonight is going to be a huge, massive game, but even if it doesn't quite go our way, we're still in it. It's not, you know, it's not a deal breaker, but Mikel wants to win. That's the momentum of winners, is keep winning games. And after Sunday, you know, that performance, you don't want to kind of have a bit of a hiccup tonight and not performing. So you do want to put a strong lineup and then win the game.
Love that. Of course, Mascara comes in for Nkapie, who had an absolutely wonderful game. Would you swap them around? Wouldn't you go with Vieira once again?
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise because, to be fair, I think, you know, that's the position where you want to create a partnership. Knowing that Gabriel's out for a while, you feel that Saliba will need to kind of play on a regular basis with one or the other, whoever Mikel thinks is the replacement for Gabriel. But maybe he's still thinking. So he's thinking, you know what, Nkapie, you've had your chance, talk it, done really well against Spurs. Now let's have Mascara against Bayern Munich and see what he can do.
See what he can do. A guy that we have been talking about all for the past 2 days, at least the 3 days, as scoring a hat-trick against Spurs. It felt like it was meant to be, man.
It was meant to be. There's certain things in life I really believe is just meant to be. It's like it's written in the stars, mate. You know, the guy, massive Arsenal fan, grew up, got released, come back, and then first North London derby, score a hat-trick. Right? What else can you do? What else can you wish for? Do you know, it's like a dream. And I love this reaction. I was going to ask you actually, because you're obviously much closer than I am. And when he scored, and then you see his reaction, he's like he got his hand in front of his mouth, thinking, oh God, what's going on?
You know, I mean, you can tell from the first one, like all his emotions just went. It's like, yes,
happiness,
I'm here, happy days. The second one, like he was like, okay, listen, I'm gonna flex a little bit, and then the third one, he's just like, what is going on?
This is a dream, right? Let's just wake up.
I love that. And of course, Trossard got a goal against Spurs once again, and he starts again. When you thought maybe Martinelli would have got in there, or
maybe it's a bit soon for Martinelli in terms of fitness and stuff. He's only come back from injury, so maybe Mikel's just thinking, starting him such a big game, Champions League, it might be better to bring him off the bench. And I just feel when you Trossard and the way he's been playing lately,
just can't take him off of that,
he scores such an important goal every time, and the way he performs. And And I just want to give him massive credit because I feel he's one of our players that people don't quite rate.
He's a bit like underrated.
He's a bit underrated.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't really mention him. And then he always come with the good, always come with the important goal when we need.
Yeah.
And then slowly you just think, God, that guy's good, you know.
Yeah,
He keeps
Yeah.
scoring like important goal for us. So I think, you know, when it's a big game like tonight, you'll be disappointed not to start after the performance you've had in the last few weeks.
Of course, Bayern, we've played them quite a few times. This is a massive game. We haven't been as lucky playing them. What do they now have to bring to this game? Are we matched up? Can we,
I think we are definitely matching up.
Yeah.
I think in terms of individual player and even, as a team, I think it's going to be a brilliant matchup, but obviously it's Bayern Munich. They've got such a pedigree of winning that Champions League and be always up there, winning the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Not every year, but pretty much so. So, they're a machine.
Yeah.
They're a machine. They've got great individuals that can hurt you at any moment. But I think we quite comfortable. We can cope with that kind of, occasion now, that them big games and them big, Champions League night, big players. But it'll be a tough game, we've got to be on it.
Yeah, look, Harry Kane returns as well. And then I feel
yes.
like Olise as well, facing
Olise.
his former player. They're saying that they're going to have a little battles, because I've seen videos where they've had like little battles between them in chess. They played chess a lot together when they were at Palace.
I would say that is a good game.
Yeah.
When you're good at chess, means you've got something in your brain.
Good at chess?
I can play. I won't say I'm good.
I haven't a clue. I can play checkers. Is that the same thing?
I'm not sure that can.
But yeah, they're going to have a battle. How do we stop people like Harry Kane and Olise coming in, even Gnabry coming back as well?
Yeah, I think you've just got to be, as a team, well organised. Don't give them much space.
Yeah.
I think counter-attack is a huge thing as well. I think we've proved this season that defensively we're very strong. I think Zubimendi is doing a great job. Try to protect that defence, and I think that's the thing. If you don't give them much space in counter-attack, then you've got a 50-50 duels, with Harry Kane, with Olise, with all them skillful players.
Yeah.
But them players are there's so much quality that in just one little mistake and they'll punish you. But to be fair, we've got the same players. It's a bit the same going the other way. If they make a little silly mistake defensively, we'll be there to punish them. So it's going to be a great game.
You got the captain back on the bench. Do you think he gets some minutes?
Do you know what? I think it all depends of how the game goes and turns out to be. But it's great to see him back. Obviously, how match fit he is and how really physically he feels. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I've been in a situation when you come back and you want to really get back as quick as you can, and then you've got big games like this, you think you're ready, but when you've been out a while, sometimes it takes a bit of time for your brain to get back to match sharpness. So hopefully we'll see him for a bit if everything goes well.
We've got a few injuries, players to come back as well. We've got people like Kai, Jesus coming back as well. How important do you think their involvement when they come back is going to be into this running? I mean, we've got Chelsea next week. The games are like stacking up.
Oh, this is the most important part of the season for me, because over Christmas, it's so many games that is the time to have everybody. And I think them coming back from injury, it could not happen at a better time. And I think on top of having them back, it gives a bit of like something to think about the players that kind of not had it comfortable starting every game,
but they got a battle on the
that's
man,
it. Now we've got competition coming back. I'm gonna have to really, keep performing every day in training to keep my place. So I think it can only be a good thing.
Do you think there's sometimes a psychological battle? Because of course, Mikel was once, the coach of Company. So do you think what's Company thinking? What was Mikel thinking? I feel like Mikel's been in that situation where he's had to face Pep Guardiola. So this is going to be a different sort of game for him.
It will be different, but I think Mikel's got no fear. I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's planned and progressed in the last few years. And then now we kind of really seeing what he can produce. Now he's got the squad, he's got all the quality. And then now we're starting seeing that we're getting closer and closer to great achievement. So I just don't even think he'll be thinking, there's Company, opposite and stuff. What is he going to plan? I think he's just focusing on what we're good at, what we're going to do, and what we've been great this season at, and just really focus on that.
Yeah, love that. I've got to speak about two players, especially Rice and Timber, that had great games against Spurs. First, let's talk about Timber. He has been such a revelation, man. Like, he's so like, every time I come in here, I'll just say he's so techy. I can't believe he's a right back. Like, I feel like he should be playing in the middle.
Do you know, there was a saying back in the day, was just like, when you were not great as a forward, you kind of drop back as a left back or right back, and you know, because he was a position where you can still go and attack. So but you're not quite good attacking to be a striker or be the forward player. But when I look at him play, and I must say, like, I didn't know too much about him before he joined. You know, I didn't watch much of him at Ajax and stuff. I know obviously he was good, but I didn't know how good he was. And then obviously, unluckily, got injured, you know, been out for a while.
I feel like in his first game, you could see the quality as well before he got injured.
He's just got something that he can do everything. He's great defensively, and that was a bit my worry. Because I was thinking, you know what, he's so comfortable on the ball, but can he really defend? Because I like my wing back to go and you know, and attack and create forward. But you've got to defend, man. You've got to be there. And the guy can do it all. You know, he can defend on 1v1. I would not have any forward in this league that will beat him on the 1v1. I think he's quick. He reads the game well. He's positioning. And then when he gets the ball back in his feet, he's just calm. He find the midfield, or if he needs to hold it, get a foul. Or he's just so clever as well.
Good, man. He's such a good player. Of course, Declan Rice as well. He had a great game against Tottenham as well. He's going to be very important today as well if you need to keep players like Harry Kane and Elise Quire. How important do you think he will be for this game?
Yeah, he's going to be huge. He's going to be huge. I think the midfield, that's where the big battle is going to happen. And obviously Declan Rice, we know what he's capable of doing defensively, going forward. He's got so much heart. He can run box to box. He always gets in the box as well at the right time to score. I was gutted when he didn't score after a few minutes.
Oh, mate, if
that goes in, man.
I said, if that goes in, it's going to be like 6-0, man.
I know.
We would have been on top
of them.
That was,
3 minutes in the game, 4 minutes? I can't lie. And then that volley and that, mate. But yeah, no, he's top players. And then you just feel he's one of those players that you don't want to rest. Like, you just feel he doesn't show you at any time that he gets a bit tired. He keeps running everywhere and keeps fighting, getting back, and you just think, how can I take him off? Even when we're winning, I don't want to take him off.
I hear it.
He's still like, running around everywhere. So yeah, he's absolutely amazing player, man.
I love that. Of course, you've played in a few North London derbies. Want to go back to the North London derby? Is it easy? Especially someone, you know, you've come from your France, you're quite foreign. Is it easy to get into the mode of, okay, these are our rivals? Or does that get talked to you? Does that get drilled into you?
I think for me, it was easy. Well, easy. I won't say easy, but it was easier because I came through the academy. So because I came young, I went to the academy my first season. And the first thing I got told as soon as I arrived
is that we don't like Tottenham.
It's like, we don't like Tottenham. This is the game. You've got to make sure you're fit, you're ready for a battle, you're ready to tackle anything, anywhere, you know. And for me, that kind of like, oh, wow, you don't even talk about anything else. This is the first thing you got told. So straight away, it comes into your mind. And then the more you see fans on the street that you speak to, and all they talk about is that game. So you start thinking, okay, all right, then, I get it. And then you can see the first, you know, obviously as an academy player under 18, it was the first game I played against Spurs. I felt it was different. It was nowhere near like a normal game. It was just a war and a battle, and the form and how good
academy level.
That was in my time. That was back in '99. So obviously it's a while. I don't know how he's still getting, like, you know, talk to the boy and how they. But I know my son knows about it. So he knows when he plays Spurs, he knows what he's got to do.
Oh, man. Do you remember your first North London derby, like professional North London derby?
Oh, God.
I remember you scoring.
I remember scoring here.
I remember that goal.
I remember scoring here against them. But my first one, I can't say I remember because I probably was on the bench and then came on back in the day at Highbury, so I won't be, you know, I won't remember.
Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about David Raya for a little bit. He got a little bit of stick, of course, come off the line, but it's quite difficult because that's the sort of things that Mikel wants you to do. He wants you to play high up the line so we can hit them quite fast. Do you think that comes into your mind if you make a mistake like that? Do you keep doing the same things that you've been taught? Because
I think you have to. This is the way Mikel and the team have programmed to play. Yeah. So, and then I do feel that David likes to play that way because he loves to have the ball at his feet and he's good at it. Yeah. But obviously, by playing that way, you do take risks sometimes. So you've got to be prepared to make a mistake or two at some point. If you don't want to make a mistake, just boo every single time. You'll never make a mistake. So my point is like, you've got to be prepared to sometimes, and let's be honest, it only happens very rarely. He's been so good and so consistent that it will happen. It's a one-off, and then that's it.
I love that. I think we've got someone at the side there. What's going on, Adrian Clark? Come on, join us, mate. Come on. How you doing? Jump in the middle. How are you, man? You good? Love that.
Very good.
Did you first? We need to get to the nitty-gritty. Sunday. How was that for you, man?
No, I did enjoy it. It was a bit boring, wasn't it?
Not much happened.
No, it was. Look, Real Madrid was amazing, wasn't it, last year? And I thought, it's going to be a long, long time before we get a day that matches it. And I felt it really did. Like, the atmosphere was incredible and the performance was great. Obviously, it's Tottenham. No, it was really fun. And I don't think I've come down from that high yet.
I was talking to Jezza. I still feel like I'm here. It's still Sunday. Like, I feel still like I'm with everybody celebrating in the stadium.
Yeah, and I think I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem today. Like, because if the players are still on that high, I'm sure they're nice and grounded. But for the fans gave it everything on Sunday. It was so noisy, and now it's another huge game, so you've got to go again. So it's almost like the fans are experiencing what it's like for the players now, because it's like you've got to get yourself up for another big game. And I'm sure it's going to be a tremendous night. Great football.
You briefly touch on that about the emotion side of the game, because I know when we used to have big major game in Champions League or and then you have such a great game, everything goes so well, but you've got to kind of forget about it quite quickly and refocus on another massive, huge game tonight.
Exactly that. I think that's the life of a footballer, isn't it? You're only ever as good. You're only ever as good as your last game, and once that game's done, or once the next one's upon you, you've got to. That's out the window. That's done. So no, and I think emotionally, like, they would have been buzzing, wouldn't they, after the game, then probably into the next day, and then you just got to take a breath and right, okay, let's go again. And it's not easy, and it can probably take something out of players. That's why I think a lot of people might have expected more changes tonight, just to freshen things up. But in my view, this was always going to happen. Mikel Arteta hates losing any game. He really wants to beat Bayern Munich. Yeah, he's a winner, and he's taken this game super seriously. So I thought it'd be one or two changes. It is one or two. So it's two, isn't it? So, but I'm looking forward to the game. It's going to be great.
Are you happy with the changes that we made? Of course, Mosquera and Lewis Skelly come in, and we're talking to Jez, and those are probably two players that you feel kind of need the games as well.
Yeah, well, Lewis Skelly, he can handle it. Champions League has been brilliant this season. I thought his performance levels have been great. Calafiori looked really tired, I thought, in the North London derby towards the end. He had a great game, but he was definitely knackered towards the end. So that makes sense, although it would be tough for him. He's got Elise to look after. And Elise, for me, is real top quality. And then, of course, Mosquera, I suppose for Arteta, this is like a bit of an audition, isn't it?
That's what I said. I said, he's obviously gave his chance to Nkapia the weekend, done really well. Now he's thinking, who's going to be my replacement for Gabriel in the long term, in the next few weeks? So let's give Mosquera a chance tonight, and let's make a decision.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, neither was an easy game. I mean, maybe Nkapia got the better of the deal. The way that Spurs played. I mean, they were absolute garbage, weren't they? Which is brilliant for us. So it was quite an easy game for Nkapia. I don't think it's going to be easy for Mosquera tonight. He's up against Kane, and obviously they get forward very, very quickly in numbers. They're very fluid side, Bayern Munich. So it'll be a bit like Man City. They'll just pop up in different areas. It's modelled a little bit on Guardiola's football, as you might expect with Vincent Kompany. So Mosquera might need eyes in the back of his head at times tonight. But look, if he can handle this test, he can handle anything.
that? Because we spoke about Harry Kane, we spoke about Elise. What other Bayern players do you think we need to be looking at?
Well, there's a young boy. I don't know if you know about him, Leonard Carl. He's 17. Now, I haven't seen a great deal of him, but he's 17. He's getting games for Bayern Munich. He is an under-21 international for Germany, but I think he'll probably go to the World Cup. He's their Max Dowman.
Okay.
Like he is very, very exciting. He can play left wing, or he can play at number 10, and the manager's picked him tonight. Now, Luis Diaz is out, which is good news for us, but it gives the opportunity for him to use him. So he's got to be a bit special, I think, for the manager to trust him here at Emirates Stadium tonight. Those three behind Kane, they're top-notch. Elise on the right, maybe Carl at 10, and then Serge Gnabry, who we know, of course. It was great, I thought, when they played here. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before last, wasn't it? He was superb in that game. So, no, this is tough. I think keeping a clean sheet would be seriously impressive tonight. I just got the feeling both teams will score, and it's going to be a bit of a shootout. Who can outscore the other? I mean, that's the kind of game I'm hoping for.
Oh, really? Oh, listen, I wanted a low score, man.
Do you think Bayern Munich are going to come here worried?
Yes, hey, Gareth, how was the North London derby for you, mate? I think you enjoyed it. Oh, I love that. Take care, man. In a bit. I see you once again. Oh man, you gotta love him. Sorry, just what you're saying.
No, I was saying, like, do you think Bayern Munich are going to come here changing anything, like fearing a little bit our form and the way we play and how good we are here, or do you think they're so confident with the way they are performing that they won't change anything?
I think the latter. Yeah, I just think, well, they've won every game but one. They're brilliant at attacking. So why not come here tonight? There's not a lot on the game. Obviously, there is. If you want to finish first or second, win tonight, you're in a brilliant position. So there's that on it. But you can afford to lose and still qualify quite comfortably. So I think Company might see this as just a fun game where you can just play the normal game. I think so, anyway. If it was a knockout tie, I would say something different. I just think there's not as much jeopardy on this. So if I was Company and I got that squad and that team, and then you look at the team and how attacking it is, I think it screams he's coming here to win the game. And Arteta will want to win the game. So I'm hoping there's going to be fireworks and that we obviously come out on top in a bit of a belter. It'll probably be 0-0 now.
He's hyped all up.
But I'm happy to hype up because I mean, I don't think I'm alone in thinking that. I mean, there's every chance, isn't there?
There's too much quality from both sides to end up 0-0. Like, I'll be surprised.
Well, on Bayern Munich, their games this season, right? Every single game they've played in all competitions, there's been at least 3 goals.
Don't say that.
I'm not saying they've scored.
Yeah, all right.
There is goals. They let in goals too, and actually they've been really weak at set pieces lately. So the one little bit of they've got 2 areas of fragility. One is set pieces. They've not defended them great, and they pressure. So they will go and press and play high. They'll squeeze up to the halfway line. So a little bit like Chelsea last night against Barcelona. There might be a little bit of space in behind the back 4. So yeah. You know, runners from deep could hurt them tonight. We've
been praising Jurrien Timber. I think he's absolutely fantastic. What are your thoughts on our right back?
Yeah, look, I drove down today, right, with Tim Peters, who does the commentary for Arsenal, does the video commentaries. Great guy. And we were just chatting, talking all sorts of nonsense, and he goes, top 3 players this season, who are they? Right there. So we both did it, and we both had Jurrien as number 1 so far this season. We kind of had 4 that were standing out above the rest, and it would be Timber, Gabriel, Trossard, and Rice. That was the 4 that we kind of picked out, but there's loads of others have been very, very good as well.
Yeah.
So, but for me, Jurrien has been, I think his worst game, he's been 7.5 out of 10.
It hasn't been that long.
Most games, he's a solid 8, isn't he? 8 or 9 every single time.
Very consistent, yeah.
I would hate to play against him because he's like a tenacious, isn't he? Everything he does is
well.
He's a determined player, and I love seeing players play with that sort of drive and personality and character, and he's got that. I love him.
It's another big game, of course, for Bukayo Saka as well. This is someone that we want to, take the game by the scruff of the neck and go at this defence of Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
What can we expect from him? I feel like he was quite quiet against Spurs. I feel like a little bit.
It's harsh, yeah. It's harsh. That's the problem, though. When you put
the levels up
the
here,
bar so high,
because I know what Mackay could do.
You know?
Every time he got the ball, he was dangerous. And what happened was, if you think about the game, we went down the right a lot, okay, with Timber, with Saka, and Marino pulled out that side. And what he did, Saka, he drew 2 or 3 players towards him a lot. And then, of course, we came inside, didn't we, to Eza, who did the business. So Saka, even though he didn't get all the glory, I think he played a big part in that win, and he always will do. So, no, but I think if you look at the names on the team sheet for Bayern, the smallest names, the ones that are maybe the weaker links, are the fullbacks. So maybe Saka can dominate tonight. He should have had a pen over there. Do you remember when they came here before? I don't know if you...
Yes, right.
Do you remember it? It was quite controversial. It was one of those 50-50 ones. I thought it was a pen, but I'm a little bit biased. So yeah, I think he'll be eager to sort of get his own back tonight, and it wouldn't surprise me if he was the match winner.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to have a big game tonight. Of course, Mikel Moreno up front once again as a striker yourself. Has Mikel been doing all right when he's been playing up there?
Yeah, well, you know, how many goals has he scored? And important goals. So for me, it's like I couldn't see it because when we had no striker and then Havertz got injured, and you think, oh, who's going to go up there now? And then the guys just prove everybody wrong, because everybody were kind of a bit negative about having him and thinking, it's not very offensive, we need a striker, and the guys just didn't listen to any, you know, bad press, and then just carried on and scored important goals for us. So, you know, for me, I know, you know, obviously I'd rather have Gyökeres playing, but not that, you know, not that disappointed seeing Marino sign.
No, I'm the same. I thought he had a great game at the weekend. I thought he was so intelligent. Like the way he just pulled off the defenders, dragged them out of position. Just behind me here, you remember he dragged Romero with him, held him off, turned, played in Trossard. Trossard crosses for Eza to score. Little things like that he did brilliantly. His movement was good. And what I love about it was, because Marino is never going to outpace anyone, is he?
No.
It's just not going to happen. It's not happening. No, but what he did, he's dropping between the lines. And Eza did exactly that. But Eza played a bit higher. So we basically had 2 strikers that weren't strikers. And Spurs couldn't handle it. It was like, do we go with them or do we stay where we are? And I wonder whether we'll do that again tonight with Upper Meccano, with Jonathan Tah. They're big units, right? They probably want someone to fight with and to dominate. And I think if I'm Marino, I'm going, nah, I'm not getting involved in that. I'm going to pull off here and get it to feet. And then, do you want to come with me? And if you do, someone's just going to miss me out, or I'm going to pop it off and someone else is going to get in. So I genuinely feel Marino's best position now is as a false nine striker. I see him as more of that than a midfielder.
Do you know what I feel? Because in the last few years we haven't had that number 9. We kind of got used to play without a number 9.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Marino playing up there kind of suit us as a team. And that's why I feel sometimes Gyökeres making great run and don't get the service because we're not used to that kind of number 9 anymore. So I think it suits Marino perfectly.
Oh man, that could be an interesting game. We haven't spoke to you. I spoke to you about Eza. Hat-trick against Spurs. How was your feeling?
A fairy tale, wasn't it? It was a fairy tale story. I mean, how buzzing must he have been? Like, there's no chance he would have slept that night. Like,
he must still be on the high. He definitely still be on the high.
He'll still be on the high. I mean, if you look at his shot map from the season, almost all of his shots are in the areas that he scored from on Sunday. Like, in and around the D, bang in the middle of the pitch. He's really good at getting into those areas. And what I love about him is that it doesn't really matter if it's left foot or right foot. He'll hit it cleanly, won't he? And he's got that. He's just calm. Like that goal there where Wright... I mean, I love the little set from Wright. That was class. But he had 2 Spurs midfielders and he just calmly just danced his way through. I mean, he's a dream boat to watch, isn't he? I mean, I love watching him. And the fact that he's got that hat-trick means he can relax now. He can really... The handbrake has to be totally off. And he can just go and express himself and have fun because he's already put his name in Arsenal folklore. You know, everyone's going to remember that.
You told me a stat, like, it's only been like 4... No, I think Josh said there was only 4 people that have scored hat-trick.
And names that probably the majority of us would not know.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you've never.
I've
No,
never.
I
yeah.
definitely weren't born.
I was born in 1974. I'm old, but 78 was the last time that anyone, Arsenal or Spurs, scored a hat-trick in the North London derby. It was Alan Sunderland. So it's the
crazy.
first in the Premier League era. And, yeah, look, people will remember that forever. So, yeah, good on Eze. I'm really chuffed for him.
Brilliant. Listen, guys, the game is fast approaching. It is Arsenal versus Bayern here at the Arsenal Stadium. So we're going to send it back to the studio with Nicole and Femi.
In their jackets.
I like the coordination, keeping it puffy, you know what I'm saying? In
'cause
case
it's
you didn't
cold.
realise it's cold in the UK.
It's
they
a
let
little
you
bit
know
cold.
exactly that,
Yeah.
yes.
But welcome to the Live from N5 studio. It's great to have you guys, a wonderful studio audience here, as ever. And it's a big night, which calls for a big co-host, the one and only Femi Colioso. Yes, Femi.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. It's been
good
a while.
I'm grateful to be back. I love being here, live from N5, supporting the Arsenal. So yeah, it's good. And I've got a decent streak of like Arsenal
you?
wins. Only really lost once, and it was only PSG, so whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Just PSG.
Exactly, just PSG. So I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here. So yeah, all is well.
What have you been up to? I feel like you're always so busy.
Yes.
What have you been up to recently?
Right, so there's been a lot of bouncing around, a lot of travelling.
Yeah.
I got to play some music in Lagos,
Amazing.
Nigeria, which was incredible. And Nigeria is a very, very Arsenal-heavy country.
Okay,
So I
yeah.
felt right at home, a lot of Gooners everywhere. So that was good fun. Been doing a lot of studio work, a lot of radio work. So all has been well, but I've been doing a lot of supporting and cheering for the Arsenal as well, which has
Yes,
felt good. So everything's perfect.
Am I right in also saying a BBC Six music
Yes,
show?
yes,
a new
yes,
show on
yes,
BBC
yes.
Six? Hello, well done, Femi.
Thank
You know what I love? That
Yes.
you didn't say that. You didn't mention that. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it
And I know
is-
it's a big thing for you,
It
right?
was a lifelong dream. Favourite radio station, and yeah, a really perfect job. And do you know who I want to shout out right now?
Yeah, come on.
Giles Peterson
Yes.
is a massive Gooner. He's a massive Arsenal fan. He's a season ticket holder. And he currently has a show on Radio 6 as well. So I'm following in his great footsteps. So that is very, very special.
Bring him in
I will
next
bring him
time.
in. He'll
Where is
love
he?
it. He loves a bit of Arsenal. So yeah, 100%. We'll get him on N5 one day.
I know we're going to end up talking about the North London derby quite a bit, I'm sure, in this show. Were you here for it? Where were you watching?
I was here with my brother in our seats, and oh man, what a day! Do you know what I mean?
know.
Like, wasn't it just the best day? And do you know what the best thing about it was? I knew it was gonna happen. Like,
No,
we
you
all-
didn't.
I knew, man. I wasn't nervous. I was just like, we're gonna have fun. I didn't expect it to be that much fun, but yeah, what a great Sunday afternoon that was. So yeah, all is well. And shout out to the club because it just looked amazing,
tifo,
sounded amazing.
yeah.
It was just all perfect, wasn't it?
Write
It was
a
perfect.
song about it, do
I
some
might,
music
yeah,
for
I
it.
think I might do. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you know, Femi, but we've been doing the Hero of the Week here on Live from N5, and
Makes sense.
I think we can all probably guess
Yeah.
who the Hero of the Week is this week. It is, of course, the man himself, Eze, obviously, in that stunning, expensive frame that we
Exactly
have
that.
in the
Hero
studio.
of the week, of the month, of my life. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's.
I mean, iconic for Eze. I don't know about you guys. I've watched so many videos, looked
Yeah.
at so many photos, read so much on social media about the North London derby and this man in particular. We know what it meant to all of us as supporters, but for him
Oh.
and his family, his friends, being a boyhood
Yeah.
gunner, Femi, one can only dream
He-
about what that must feel like.
He lived out everyone's dream. Like, and it was like he lived out the dream. And do you know what the best thing about it was? He is so humble and gracious with it. It felt like we all did it with him. Do you know what I mean? And it was just what a perfect. And it's just, I guess we all love football for different reasons. But whether you're a lifelong Arsenal fan or not that interesting, there was just something very beautiful about the way that all unfolded. So props to him.
Really nice goals as well, Femi.
Man, which was your favourite?
Oh, you know, I mean, it's got to be hat-trick goal, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Also almost made it 4, which would have just been absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, it was the one where he sat that player down.
Yeah.
It was the third goal. That was just, that had something to it. And it felt like he was growing in confidence. It was like he was just super sane. He knew he couldn't be touched for the rest of this game, and he played it out. So yeah, what a special day that was.
And it was the celebrations as well, by the way. The one where he was, I don't know whether it was like in shock, pretending to be in shock, or whether it was a bit like hee 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 hee, because it was against Spurs.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
I
mean?
think he was laughing, saying it was a mixture of I can't believe this is happening, plus this is absolutely meant to be happening. I think it was a combination laugh. Do you know what I mean? So I'm here for it.
We'll take that.
I'm here for it.
You guys know that here on Live from N5, we love to have big guests on the show. And this guest is an Afrobeats megastar and a huge gooner, of course. It is Pato Ranking, everyone.
Hey. My guy.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How's it going? Can I just stand there? Yeah,
you go here, Femi.
Okay, perfect. So I go ahead.
We're doing like a weird little dance.
Yeah.
Hello, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
We love to ask guests that come on the show, and I think you've been on the show before.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh, good
Welcome
memory.
back.
I don't think it was with me though, but welcome back.
Thank you.
Can you tell us your story and how you became a gooner in the first place?
Okay, I'm a musician, and for me, growing up in the ghetto, is either you're a musician or a footballer.
Okay.
So at that time, I was doing both, and I could only learn from the best. I could only emulate from the team that does it the way I want to do it. You know, at that time, growing up, you know how beautiful we play. You know, Arsenal's flair and everything, and you know, I just fell in love with Arsenal. Nobody convinced me. It was just like, this is the one. And I'm talking about 99, 2000, you know, and, you know, like they do say, the rest was history.
I love that. Obviously, you went down the music route, and it turned out pretty well. But were you any good at football?
Yes, I still play football.
Oh, okay.
My love for football can't be taken away. Last year, I built a football turf for my community where I come from.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Where's that?
It's called the Butemeta in Lagos. For me I want to live my dreams through people, you know, so raise more footballers, support more footballers, more talent, you know, and see what we can do. You know, I got friends that are into the football business as well, own football clubs, and, you know, so it's like that.
What have you made of this season so far for Arsenal? Because it's been pretty good so far, am I right?
Yeah, it is. It's been superb. And coming from a business standpoint, you know, because sometimes football is my business model.
Yeah.
You know, you're as good as your last result. So as an artist, you're as good as your last hit. So you could tell that the team has been working same way I've been working as well. So I just, you know, I substitute football and I put myself. So it's good. And once the season is going well for us, now it means business is going well for me as well.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
You're only as good as your last hit. I need to concentrate more in the studio. I think, yeah, man.
Who are your favourite players right now? I mean, I know that there are so many that I know I'm
tough.
putting you on the
This is
spot.
tough.
There are
It's
so
tough.
many you could pick from,
Yes.
and we love them all. They are like our children.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick a couple, who would it be?
It's a lot. But I would say I would start from everyone's favorite, you know, Max Dellman. You know,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That was a curve.
That's the one
see
that-
that one coming.
Yeah. So you know you have to start from. Usually you start from up,
The
down.
youngsters,
So now
yeah.
you start from the youngsters.
Yeah, that caught me out.
And you know, I would say everyone you could think about right now, my favorite. Everyone going through your mind right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're talking about Saka. You're talking about Eze.
Yeah.
You're talking about Merino. I call him Spanish Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just everyone. Trossard.
Yeah.
The list is endless.
Yeah, I
The whole
understand.
team.
It's your favourite team.
Yeah,
do you know
man.
what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
it makes perfect sense. It's hard not to love every single player at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Equally.
True.
So I hear that answer.
How do you see tonight going then? Because it's going to be really difficult for us. It's a big game against a really, really brilliant opposition.
Yeah. This is a statement game. It's one of those games that says, okay, I don't need an introduction no more. It's one of those games that says, I would say this decides everything we started from the beginning of the season. For me, personally, that's what I think. And this is as important as every game that we've played, but this one is a statement for so many reasons, and I'm sure you know. For all the 5-1s, you know, for all the
4-2, the 3-1, you know what I mean?
You know, so I don't want to say remontada, but you know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Can we get a score prediction for you then, please?
2 goals in the first half, and then 1 in the second half. So 3, easy.
2. Arsenal scoring. Right. Just have to check. We're not going back there.
Wait,
All right, cool.
3-0. You're going clean sheet.
Easy.
Wow.
Okay, Eze,
Yeah.
okay. I love that. I mean, I hope so. We'd all love to see that. Well, can you imagine how magical would that be?
The way you answered that, it was like you knew something. It's like, you knew, can I ask who's scoring?
No, that's me going deeper.
Okay, right. Sorry, it just there was a moment of focus. You were like,
there.
they scored twice in the first half and then 1.
Yeah, we're like, what do you know that we don't
exactly.
know? Ooh, Mystic Meg.
Wonderful.
We're going to let you go and get ready for the game. Thank you so
Thank you very
much
much.
for joining
Thank you
us.
for
It's been
having
an
me.
absolute pleasure. Please give it up one more time for Pasta Ranking.
Hey.
Woo! Thank
Well done.
you. Bye-bye. Oh, 3-0.
I'm here for
I
it.
mean, I'd love to. Yeah, easy. I'm like,
Easy, yeah, it was that part, yeah.
I mean, we're feeling confident.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
rightly
complaining,
so.
do you know what I mean? It wasn't quite where I was, but that's boosted me up now, do you know what I mean? So, perfect.
Well, how are you feeling then ahead of this game? Because obviously we're all still on a high, I'm sure, right, from that North London derby performance and from what we've seen from the team throughout this season, right?
Yeah.
But this is going to be hard for me.
I mean, if you were to say this is a match between the 2 best teams in Europe, I feel like a lot of people may just be inclined to agree.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be really easy. I've watched this team dominate Arsenal teams of late many, many times. And I don't think today is going to be easy.
Yeah.
They are incredible. They score a lot of goals, which I'm quite excited to see against a defence that doesn't concede very often.
True.
But I think it's going to be a real battle and a tough game. I also think Arsenal are going to, you know, I saw a lot of conversation and talk about, you know, are we going to really go for it? Or are we going to kind of appreciate this new league format, etc.? I think this Arsenal team will go for it. Winning is a bit of a habit, it's a culture, you make a habit of it, and I think we're going to try and go and win there today. Yeah. So yeah, feeling good about it, I think we'll win.
I want to get your thoughts on the lineup. And of course, you guys, hey, we've got a microphone somewhere
Wonderful.
here. You know we always want to hear from you, get your thoughts and feelings. But I'm being told that we have a certain Jeremy Aliadier that is joining us. Hello. He's random.
Have I missed anything?
Perfect.
No, I like this top, by the way.
I
It's
like
very
yours
nice. Do you
It's-
want to smell? That'd be a bit weird right now. Anyway.
Right now,
How are you doing, Jess?
Good, yeah. Quite was pitch side lovely. Nice to see the boys started warming up and stuff.
Yeah.
The atmosphere, yeah, good.
yeah.
Chilly?
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
You mentioned the atmosphere. The last time we played Bayern Munich here, there were no away fans. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, no, I don't remember.
There were no away fans when they were playing at the Emirates, which was some sort of UEFA ban or something. I thought it would make the atmosphere like incredible, but it actually took something a little bit away from it. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the atmosphere is like tonight. Yeah, for sure.
I have no doubt all the fans from both sides will be in full voice.
Yeah, exactly that.
How are you guys feeling? You all would have seen the lineup. I'm guessing, right? I know you were all big-time, die-hard Gooners, so you would have seen it as soon as it came out. What are your thoughts and feelings?
So I think, 2 changes, right?
Yeah,
We've got Lewis Skelly coming in and Mascara.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to make use of this squad rotation, right? I mean, we have the depth, we have the capacity to deal with every team so far that we face. There is one eye on Chelsea coming up on Sunday, and I mean, you got Spurs, you got Munich, you got Chelsea, all in the space of a week. So maybe we could have seen a bit more rotation, but you know, you've got the backbone in the team, and you want to keep that going and the momentum driving forward. And when players are on form, you want to continue that form. So it will be interesting to see Lewis Skelly coming in. He's a great player who's, I think, getting deserved time now to play. Like we've seen against, what was it, Atletico Madrid, how he drove the ball forward and put it on the plate as well for, I can't remember who scored at the time. But look, he's a fantastic player, and everyone that comes into the squad, you're not like, ooh, can he do the job of his predecessor? But yeah, looks good.
It's that squad depth that we keep speaking about on this show, Jez. You're bored of me saying
Never
that.
bored.
I know, it is quite nice to be able to
It's nice.
constantly say that because we've been quite unfortunate. We're picking up quite a few injuries this season, but we've got so many players now, but quality players for me, that can come in and replace, and we don't feel nervous about it. We're like, cool.
100%.
I mean, even like Gabrielle, by the way, not being here for the North London derby.
The amount
Incredible.
of times we've sat through a defensive injury and felt like it might mean competition over. And to see situations where we've had several injuries across the whole pitch and still feel really confident every time. It doesn't feel like that classic A team and B team, it just feels like an Arsenal team. And that's what is really exciting. I'm excited to see Mosquera have a play. I'm excited to see Lewis Skelly have a play. Lewis Skelly, for me, was one of the standouts of last season. So even, I'm just excited for him and I'm excited for the team.
And you know what else, Femi, I think you'll be excited for?
Talk to me.
Our next guest.
Wonderful.
An absolute legend making his big return, okay? 158 appearances, 54 goals, FA Cup winner. It's Alex Lacazette! Oh, I love that.
Perfect.
Welcome. Your face. Football friends. Bonjour. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Got it wrong.
Good, thank you.
Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us. It's great to have you back here at Arsenal. Alex, what is it like for you when you come back to the Arsenal family? How does it feel?
To be honest, great. It's the first time I came back since I left.
Oh.
Every time I wanted to come back, I could not do it because of the schedule. But I've been following the club, obviously, so happy to come tonight.
I can't believe it's the first time you've been back since you left.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Home.
Yeah, welcome home. Did it feel a bit weird then coming back, or does it feel like it's not been that long since you were last here?
Now I feel weird a bit. With my wife and my sister-in-law, it was like nostalgic to come in the parking. No, it feels nice. Honestly, it feels nice. I'm so happy.
Yeah. What have you made then of Arsenal so far this season? I mean, it's been pretty good.
Really, really good. So, everybody around me knows I love Arsenal. In the club, every time we have a win, I am quite open and loud in the dressing room. So, and a lot of my teammates love Arsenal as well, so it's easy to support.
Oh, who's the biggest gooner then that you know? Who's the biggest Arsenal supporter? I feel like
in my
name drop in your phone book.
My family, my in-laws, they're the real.
Oh, they're the biggest, the most diehard supporters that you know. Who's impressed you the most so far this season? Because obviously William Saliba, absolute quality.
With a French touch.
Yeah.
But honestly, the team, because when one is dropping, the one playing, and it's still the same quality. So honestly, the team, the way they bond all together and they play, is just amazing.
What was it like for you as well? Because when you went to Lyon, you played against Arsenal at least once, right, in a friendly.
Yeah, I got injured quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry to bring that up,
Thank you for the. Thank you to remind me.
But just like right before you got injured, what was it like playing against your former club? Because it must be strange, right?
No, it's excitement,
Okay.
happiness to see everyone. It's most this feeling. So because I have nothing bad against Arsenal, so it's only happiness.
Do you still speak to any of the boys here? Or the physio
William,
or
some physio as well, PT, fitness coach, sorry. Sometimes Bukayo as well.
Oh.
Sometimes. I don't want to bother him. I think he's got so many messages every game, so.
Yeah, he's doing quite well, Bukayo Saka, isn't
Captain.
he? Yes.
From an outsider looking in, it's really beautiful to see the relationship so many former players still have with the club. Did it always feel like a family when you were playing here? And was it always something where you knew once I've gone and moved on, I'll still be in touch with Arsenal?
To be in touch with Arsenal, that was one of my convictions when I came. So that means I did well for the club, or not so bad. And at least I've got a good relationship.
That's a fact.
Thank you so much. And always feel like a family with the workers, with the young players as well. Through the years, I could see every generation coming. So, yeah.
What was your favourite moment? And there's probably a few that come to mind. Or what your favourite goal that you scored during your time here at Arsenal? You can say a couple, We'll
There is my first goal, obviously.
Yeah. How much do you remember that?
Everything.
Do you?
Of course.
I wouldn't. Especially when you score that many. It must be so easy to
every
forget,
goal
no?
you can ask, you mean.
Really?
Every goal is important.
Every goal is important. You remember every moment, yeah.
Do you? Wow.
If you score in the derby as well,
Yeah.
that's something.
Did that a few times?
Yeah, but the one down there face to the opponent.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say the name, but face to the opponent.
Oh,
as
hello.
well.
It's like magically.
Is that the one? Is that the one? Yeah.
As well, my last moment on the pitch with my family. So this as well is a good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad in front of the corner.
I'd be so nervous going into this line.
Oh, you did. You scored a few, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Oh, that's the one, right?
exactly.
Yeah, that's the one.
Follow their fan. That's the one.
Oh, that must be such an incredible moment. Like so much adrenaline.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even, Femi, I don't know about you. Well, you probably have it in the world of music, right? Like that crazy adrenaline rush.
Yeah, definitely, but it wouldn't compare to. I guess with football, it's such a moment thing. It's like one moment happens and it just, and you know, 60,000 people having that moment with you. It's a very special. It's even like this goal that we're showing right now was in the lockdown. So no one could be there. Yeah. You know what I mean? And this. I mean,
so good.
Poor keeper. Poor keeper.
I told you did well, man.
Do you ever watch goals back? Do you ever just like watch some of your like best moments and clips? You can be honest here. We're all friends.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah?
I do this job for this kind of moment. So yes, I enjoy. And sometimes Arsenal post my goal, so I'm happy to see that.
How do you see tonight going then? A big game in the Champions League and two brilliant sides.
Yeah, really good opponent. So I'm lucky to come to this kind of game. The win, I can see the win still.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For Arsenal and Arsenal?
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just checking on it. And you're playing in Saudi at the moment, right? How's it going?
Really hot.
Yeah?
It's
hot.
really hot. It's still 30 degrees right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so when I came here, wow. It was
You're
complicated.
like, what is this weather?
No
But are
jacket.
you-
Chill.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Are you having a good time playing up there?
Yeah, it's nice. It's different. Really different. The level is not the same, obviously. But the league is getting better and better. Some good players are coming every year, but yeah, it's nice.
Cool. And I'm going to let you go and enjoy the moment with your family in a minute. But what do you see happening for Arsenal this season?
This season is the season.
This
We're going to win the league, yeah.
Alex, that's lovely to hear.
That's how I see
We've all
it.
been
That's what
saying
I
it.
like to hear.
Louder. Throw one at the back. Yeah, but obviously the past couple of seasons we've been so close, and we've had a brilliant squad, and under Mikel Arteta, of course, the past few years. So what feels different, do you think, then this season?
I don't see any opponent better than us. And now with the experience of the last season that happened, and as well, as I said, the group is better. Every players, I can't even say the players on the bench because they all play the same amount of time. Just be ready at the great moment, and at the moment everybody's ready. So I hope it's gonna keep going and we're gonna win the league.
Oh, me too. And who do you think is going to be key for Arsenal tonight?
The team, always the team.
Yeah, the whole team.
Exactly.
Oh, that's such a footballer answer, isn't it? Isn't it like everyone? You like can't single anyone out. We'll take one game at a time.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
The language. Yeah.
It'll change when you retire.
Yeah.
Like I've changed.
Oh,
I used to say that, and now I'm just like, no,
yeah, he's like, right, this
Yeah.
You should hear him at half time, honestly, sometimes, Alex. Whew. Can we get a score prediction for you, please, before we let you go?
1-0.
What? Oh, 1-0.
Okay.
Okay. We'll take that. Yeah?
it's a victory, right?
Great.
Yeah, a win's a win.
A win, a clean sheet,
Yeah.
and everybody's happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. I love that. Alex, thank you so much.
Thank you so much
It's
for
been so great
inviting
to
me.
have you back here. And
Thank you
for
so
to
much,
join
guys.
the Arsenal family once again. Please give it up for Alex Lacazette. So nice to see you. Thank you. Bye. Aww. I was going to try and say something
In French. I was just going to say it's the first time we speak in English, so it feels a bit awkward.
Oh, right.
Because normally we just blah, 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 in French, and now it's like, I just feel a bit weird.
When did you last see Alex?
Just before he left.
Okay,
But we
so it's
did
been
keep
a while.
in touch through text and stuff. But yeah, no, I haven't seen him for a long time, yeah.
Oh wow! Also, it was quite cute because he came in, and and it's really nice when we see people and guests come in and like say hi to everyone in the studio, and then turn to Jez, and it was like, and like yeah, just
French,
absolutely beaming. What a guy! And
Yeah.
it's really cool to see him back. I can't believe it's been that long since he's been back at Arsenal.
Yeah, I can't believe it's his first time back. Crazy.
I know.
Because he still plays them.
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah,
Like,
true. So it's hard to get the time.
Yeah,
and-
you just got your commitment playing, and now he's in Saudi. For him to come back to London, and you know.
Yeah, I think in my head, once you leave Arsenal, you just get a season ticket and you're just there.
That's
That's what I would have done. You know what I mean?
Right, shall we do our Live from N5 Hall of Fame? Yeah, so
Okay.
if you've been watching this season, you will know that we are marking 20 years since leaving Highbury. 20 years. Incredible stuff. With some of our favourite moments here. So, Jez, I'm not going to come to you. Have you picked one this week?
No, I haven't picked one
Okay,
this
that's
week,
probably a
no.
good thing.
Okay.
Femi.
Yes.
I think you've picked one,
I
but
have.
I was then asked for my pick, and shock, it was the same as yours, and
Right.
Jez, yours would probably be the same as ours. So I think we might combine.
Right.
And just have one
Have
going
one
straight
that goes
through.
straight in, it's inducted straight in.
I'm here for it.
What are you going for?
Some may call it recency bias.
Yeah.
But recently I saw something very spectacular here at the Emirates, and that was the hat-trick by none other than Eze. So,
Yes. I mean, need you say more?
I mean,
We're gonna look. I feel like we've already seen
I'm happy
the
to,
goals.
I'm
We're
happy
gonna
to
see him
do this again. It's that one. No, it's that.
I mean,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
iconic. And I feel like it. Look, it's probably a bit of recency bias, sure, but what is it? Only three players have scored hat-tricks for Arsenal in North London derbies,
Yeah.
right? Like, that is unbelievable. What an achievement.
That tifo that they started the game with,
Yeah.
at the end of the game, I just thought to myself, in years to come, Ebbs will have to be on that poster just because of what he did. It will never be forgotten in Arsenal history. So yeah, it makes perfect sense. Every now and again, something happens, and you're like, yeah, that one is an I was there moment. Do you know what I mean? And whether you were there, whether you watched it on the television, wherever you were, if you got to witness that, you saw something special.
Exactly
So,
that.
yeah.
So I don't think it's just recency bias. I think it's an incredible achievement, but also for what it meant, the game that it was in. How I think the fact that it was Eze as well, right?
100%.
And the fact that we all love him coming to Arsenal, being a lifelong fan of the club, and everything that means. And of course, the fact that it was against Spurs helps.
Yeah.
But you're right that it's that sort of moment that in 10 years' time we will still talk about, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you'll know where you were.
Yeah.
And how you celebrated.
When you just referenced 20 years since we left Highbury, there are still moments that happened in Highbury that feels like it was yesterday. And from 20 to 40 to 100 years from the Emirates, there will be moments where you look at that hat-trick and be like, yeah, I remember exactly how that made me feel. So yeah, that was a special moment we all have in common.
Iconic. Right, I feel like I'm bored of hearing us chat, no offence, guys. So, microphone is here. We have quite a lot of talkers here. We've got people who do YouTube, podcasting, a bit of everything in here. So please, don't be shy. Grab the microphone and tell us how you are feeling, whether you want to talk about Eze, whether you want to talk about the lineup, or this huge Champions League game.
I mean, ahead of tonight, obviously we're all confident from the North London derby, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as it was on Sunday, but tonight a lot tougher. For me, I'm more focused on Chelsea on Sunday, but tonight it will be tough. Watching Kane again is just going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Elise in form is going to be tough as well, but we've got Miles at the back. I'm pretty sure he can handle him anyway. But yeah, Saka, Marino, Trossard. Hopefully Eze will score again, maybe a hat-trick again. Who knows? But yeah, slightly not sure about tonight though. I think we do come out on top, but only just by that little bit. So I'd say 3-2. 3-2 to Arsenal.
A bit of a goal fest. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that there's a few people feeling slightly nervous about tonight. Look, obviously it's the group stage in the Champions League, so it feels like there's obviously less pressure on this game. I think it's fair enough for me to say that. But Bayern have had a brilliant season so far, as we have too, but they're looking so good. So we've got to be feeling a little bit nervous about this game, no?
I think if you can keep winning, it's the most important thing. People talk about managing competitions, but look at Liverpool. They were saying, you know, it's okay going out the Carabao Cup, we've got the league, then they lose their next 2 league games. You don't want to build a culture of not winning, and I think also just keep winning. And it's the most important thing we can do, really. Just win our games, and you know, then you're more likely to beat Chelsea than you would if you lose tonight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just keep winning, focus. That's why this team is so strong. I reckon just keep building that winning culture, and yeah, that's what builds a title-winning side, hopefully.
I agree with that. Losing today doesn't make Chelsea any easier on Sunday. If anything, it makes it harder, in my opinion. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I'm more confident.
Yes!
Man, like,
yes!
I think I can see tight scoreline. I think 2-1 to Arsenal.
Okay.
It is a statement game. Like I said, neither team has to win this one, but no, I feel obviously I'm excited to watch living legends play on both sides tonight. It's like the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object, you know. They've got that rampant attack and we've got that brick wall in defence. So, you know, yeah, like you said, I'm excited to see Kane, how he fares against this back four. I know he scored a few against us, fair few against us when he was in the Prem, but...
Never scored a hat-trick.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Don't tempt me!
But yeah, I'm feeling confident. I mean, look at the North London derby. Look at Eze. Like, how is he going to be feeling? I think he had some big boots to fill with Odegaard coming in, so that's going to give him a huge boost. And I think that we're going to see a different Eze. He's going to get out of first gear into third gear tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. You know who I want to shout out as well, by the way, and feel free, you guys, to chip in? Trossard.
Oh, man.
I mean, again, we've got so much quality in this side, so we could stand here all day and just kind of go through everyone in the lineup. But I think he's just so good, what he brings to the team. And I think sometimes he goes slightly under the radar, but he just feels like he's in such a good place at the moment, Jez.
Yeah, I agree. I feel since he's been at the club, he's had a lot of criticism, and he's been on and off the team, and people thought he's only good coming off the bench. At some point, he was scoring important goal, and he keep proving. He keep quiet, keep working hard, and then he just get his reward now, where he just needed somebody to maybe get injured so he could get into the team, and now he took his chance and he. He's performing, so I'm sure Mikel now can't take him out of the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's been fantastic. He's
Yes.
been consistent, and I like that I've seen a lot of parallels drawn between him and Freddie Ljungberg, and I think that's really quite accurate, just in the importance to the squad and what they contributed. And I'm excited for one day Trossard to be part of a championship-winning team, which I do believe he will be one day at Arsenal, and he will be given the praise that is due his name.
For sure. We're giving it right here, right now, Femi.
Yeah,
And
exactly
I see
that.
you've grabbed the microphone.
I feel like we're just going like one by one. But
Yeah.
yeah.
We're supposed to move around.
No, you do what you want.
I think with Trossard, what's great is that he kind of knows that we gave him this kind of boost in the summer, reportedly, that he was getting more money, and he's rewarded the club, as a result. I think perhaps that proved to him that he was such a big part of the squad that he couldn't be forgotten about, and that, as you say, he's been in the Premier League for a long time now. He's a proven player. This could be his last chance to win the Premier League, to win the Champions League, something like that. So you can see he's fighting every week, and I know we're here for a lot of the games, so we don't see it, but whenever I watch highlights on TV, he's the one in the huddle that's getting everyone together, that's riling all the players up. He's kind of he acts like a captain, but we perhaps just don't see it enough. So I do think he could be really pivotal, and he's come up clutch in so many Champions League games. You think he scored some massive goals, so I expect he's going to hopefully do the same tonight.
Yeah. I know what you mean. It's a Trossard goal kind of game, isn't it?
Oh, I do hope so. I'll take an anyone goal
Yeah,
kind of game. I think we're going to play a little game in a minute. So people are looking at each other like, what? It's not me. But I'm also hearing, because you guys have a YouTube channel, so don't be shy, please, because apparently loads of people in the YouTube comments on our show right now, hey, are very excited about you being here live from N5.
Tuning in. Thanks for watching us, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of mates. We play five-a-side football every week and just post our games, and the games can get crazy. And we had Defoe actually played for us last week, so he was up top.
How did he do?
Scored a hat-trick, like Eze. So it was a weekend full of hat-tricks. But
it was just before the London derby, wasn't it?
Exactly, yeah. So I was looking at Lacazette thinking, you know, maybe you next. Yeah, but he's gone, he's not gonna. But yeah, it's just super fun, and yeah, he's the gaffer, so he's got all the tactics.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Go on, he does a quote of the day every week, gets us motivated.
Oh, okay. Give us absolutely putting you on the spot. Yeah. Quote of the day, please.
Don't put me on the spot.
Coming from the heart.
Let me recycle one quickly.
I want to feel this.
Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take. It's measured by the moments that take our breath away.
Wow.
And we're going to see some tonight.
Whoa! Whoa!
That one might hit you in a few days. Let that resonate. Let that resonate. It'll hit you in a
No,
few
that
days.
was good actually. I might get it tattooed on my arm or something.
Really?
No.
Sweet chili.
It's not going to be and judge me,
Absolutely not going to happen. It's quite a nice
Can
thing
you
to
write
say.
Oscar Browning beside that?
Yes, I will. Right, shall we play a game of Arsenal Mastermind?
Okay.
Ooh, people look a bit nervous. Who wants to volunteer? Alex, I'm looking. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
He knows everything.
Okay, come on.
You were great with stats.
Yeah,
Well, you're great with stats.
Or
That's
my-
nice.
no,
This
sitting
isn't
down.
stat-based. I think come on up.
Come through.
If I can get through, sorry.
Now, I think we might be a bit savage and make you feel deeply uncomfortable by you standing by yourself and Femi if you come over here.
Okay, wonderful.
So it's like...
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, everyone. This feels like a bit aggressive, doesn't it?
I feel like I'm a special guest in the studio and I'm an Arsenal legend. But
You are, right. Have you seen the Arsenal Mastermind game here on Live from N5?
I think I have to say yes.
No, you can say no. It's not a trick question, you can say no. Basically, we've had it a couple of times now. No one has managed to get full points because it's pretty hard, all right?
All right.
We're going to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
There's easy questions, medium questions, hard questions, and one labelled no chance. So, good luck.
Thank
May
you
the
very
force be
much.
with you.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's start with the first easy question. Who scored our first goal in the second leg against Real Madrid last season?
First goal in the second leg.
Oh,
That's actually quite hard.
That's easy.
Is it?
Okay, Femi, you're not playing.
Sorry.
Was it Martinelli?
No, let's have
First
a
goal,
look.
second leg.
Bukayo Saka.
Who scored the second goal?
First goal in the second leg.
Okay.
You're lying. All right.
Oh, of course.
First
Yeah,
goal,
Mourinho
not the
scored at the
second.
end.
First
Martinelli
goal.
scored at the end. Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Right. Next one. What year did we move from Highbury?
06.
Let's have a look at the answer. Correct. Well done. We beat Port Vale 2-0 in the Carabao Cup. Who were the goal scorers?
Rosadanese?
Let's have a look. Correct. That was very impressive. That was quick.
I found that actually quite difficult, but
No,
okay,
you're
we
doing
moved.
very well. Right, medium questions next. How old is David Raya? I know.
29?
I didn't come up with it. You know, that's quite a good guess. Let's have a look. It's not right, but it's close. it's close. Right, next one.
Don't get a point for close.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I guess he was 29.
What number does Martin Zubimendi wear?
Martin Zubimendi. 36.
Let's have a look. And the answer is correct. Well done.
Thank you.
Who was our first Champions League game against last season? I feel like this is quite mean, isn't it?
First Champions League.
Who wrote these questions? Not me.
Was it possibly away?
It was.
I know we're on a time limit here, so I'm gonna have to
Gonna
pass.
dance at you. Are you gonna pass? Did you just randomly guess? Does anyone want to help? No one has
I'll
to
go
do
PSG. I'll go PSG. But
let's
that's
have a
at home,
look.
but I don't know.
It was not Atlanta.
Oh, it was 0-0, wasn't it? Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
hard. How many goals had Ian Wright scored when he overtook Cliff Bastin out all-time top
179.
scorer? Let's have a look.
Whoa.
Very impressive.
Come on.
That was very impressive.
You deserve more points for that.
Yeah.
This year, I mean.
You know what? I'll add on an extra point for that.
179
Next one, I think we need to go quite quickly because the game's going to kick off soon.
Sure.
Gabriel scored on his Arsenal debut. Who was it against? Wow, yeah, didn't even need to finish that. Congratulations. Which club did we sign David Seaman from?
Leeds?
Oh, no, but I liked how quick you were with that. It is wrong, but it was QPR. And the no chance question. This is a bit weird. What was Ethan Nwaneri's exact age when he made his professional debut?
15 years old, 241 days.
Oh, good guess. Let's have a look. 15 years, 181 days. That was actually really good.
Well, man.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How many points, producer Callum? 5 out of 10. That doesn't
I think that's
feel
harsh.
right.
Because personally, I think
I'm going to say 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Whatever.
And it's like, I mean, it's not 6 out of 10. We'll give you 6 out of 10 because we're feeling generous.
Yeah.
I feel like that was really good.
Yeah, no, I thought you did well. You
Yeah.
did a lot better than me, trust me. Like,
That was really impressive, and it's really hard to get some of those questions right, so nailed it. I'm going to get a final score prediction from you guys before we head over to the commentary team for this big Champions League game.
Yes.
What are we going for?
I'm going 2-1 Arsenal, Trossard to score.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was going to go the same, but I'll go 3-1 now then.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, 3-1.
3-1.
Okay, right. Are you feeling confident? Yeah? Come on, make some noise. Right, we'll be back at half-time. For now, we'll leave you in the very capable hands of Adrian Clark. But first, Dan Roebuck.
Many thanks. It is another big game here in North London. The best team in the Premier League hosts the best team in the Bundesliga. A Champions League blockbuster between two teams with designs on winning Europe's biggest prize this season. Another brilliant game in prospect. Arsenal and Bayern have both won all 4 of their league phase games and sit comfortably inside the top 8. Both will surely go through to the knockout stages and avoid the playoff round. So what do we get here then? A full-blooded encounter as if it's a final, or maybe just some shadow play with plenty left in reserve. There is, after all, not quite as much at stake tonight as there might be a little bit further down the line should these two sides meet again. But both of these teams love to attack.